I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. This is the Billionaire Brown experience. Let's go.
My question is, when you lose, is there a common thread or a common reason to why someone as knowledgeable as you as the game loses? Like when you lose, is there a common thread of why you lose? And if so, like what is that?
It's usually you make the wrong move. To break it down, where I should have gone left when I went right. And once you can start breaking that down and see where you went wrong, and when you're playing the chess, that's how you improve your game. But like I said, man, chess. One thing about chess is you must be very humble, because the game is very deep, man, and guys are good. You may not even see what they're doing.
But are you stupid? But if you lose and you lost because of a bad move, you should have went left when you should have went right. Are you stupid, for lack of a better term? Are you stupid, or are they smarter? Was your opponent smarter?
Your opponent was smarter. I wouldn't say you're stupid.
Okay.
It's your opponent made you think something, or like I said, he set a trap for you, and he wanted you to move that piece. So when you move that piece, that opened his whole attack up. One piece can end you. I've been checkmated in 2 moves. Me myself personally, when I first started playing the game, I was checkmated, meaning end of the game, nothing I can do in 2 moves, 2 or 3 moves.
Wait, 2 moves, 3 moves.
I don't remember exactly how it was.
What do you mean, from the beginning of the game? Like,
from the beginning.
One moved yet?
Meaning, I went first, he went, I went again, he went and checkmated me.
Man, damn. That'll make you go home and cry.
But again, that's when I was first playing. That hasn't happened to me since. Because, like you said, at first I know what not to do for that to happen. It's called a fool's mate. That's what it's called.
A fool's mate?
Yes.
What, if you get knocked out with 2 or 3 moves?
Yeah. In the chess world, it's called a fool's mate.
Okay. Now, can someone win in chess being lucky?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
So someone can beat someone like you being lucky.
But understand that my luck may entail my opponent making a bad move. It may not be me making the right moves. It may be him making a bad move. And like I said, one bad move, kiss the baby. You know, to break it down.
Have you played any good females in chess?
No.
Never, really? Have you ever seen any?
No.
Wow.
I haven't even seen any females play chess. And again, that's not saying that there aren't any. I'm just saying I haven't come across. I've come across females who know about the game, but as far as really getting down and playing, I haven't seen any. But I'm sure there's plenty, you know?
Okay. You mentioned the word humble earlier, and I didn't want to just ride past that one. So I wanted you to expound on that. Like, what do you mean you got to be humble when you're on the chessboard?
Because like I said, one move can be your last move, and it can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. One move can be your last move. So don't ever think that I got this, because like I said, it all ties in. That person may be setting you right up. Come on in, Willie Lump Lump. Come on in. And pow. It only takes one A checkmate, it only takes one piece to checkmate. You don't need a bunch of pieces.
Have you ever played an opponent that you knew, like, they weren't, like, whether if it was their body posture or their first move, like, are you that good to the point where you can be like, oh, snap, this person don't know what they doing? Like, what type of move is that? Or what type of situation is that where you've eyed up an opponent either on the board or how they was presenting themselves, how they was talking, where you was like, you know what? You told yourself, like, yeah, they don't know what they doing.
You really can't. That goes back to being humble, because again, that person may be setting you up. You know what I mean? He may act all goofy, act like he doesn't know what he's doing, and and before you know it, right over top of your head, and it's over. And that's the truth. Like, you know, that's why I said you got to be humble. I mean, your game has to be super, super tight to just walk in cocky. The best players aren't cocky. The best players that I've been around are humble guys. Now, you get to talking a little smack when when you're playing amongst your friends, but you won't determine if that player's not good on the first move. It'll take a series of moves or a series of situations where you be like, oh, let me put this out there to see what he does. And if he totally misses it, like something that he has to do to survive, if he totally misses it, then you know he may not know how to play.
Did you learn being humble in the game? Like, was there an experience, or did you learn that early on, like when you first started playing, or was there a moment where you was like, damn, I got to stop doing that. I'm doing way too much.
Nah, the first thing I learned in chess is humility. The first thing, because I was getting beat so bad. That was partially. And I'm serious when I tell you that, man. I'm serious. I was getting beat so bad that I was just like, wow. I mean, I was the laughing stock of the little chess group, like, you know. But over time, you know, just playing and slowly getting my wins and slowly getting my strategies. And again, I've never read anything on the game of chess. Maybe a couple rules that I had questions on, but as far as strategy, moving, I learned what the pieces move, the pieces did individually, and I just strategized myself. I learned different things, picking up different things from other players, but as far as studying the game, like getting on the chess book and reading, and because you won't understand it until you get on, you know, you got to get on that chessboard to understand what you're reading. So I just learned by experience and playing, you know, I had it on my computer, playing on my computer and just getting beat and learning, and, you know, as you would say, I'm good. So,
well, you're really good to me. Like, really, really good. And
imagine having a licensed healthcare insurance producer in the family. Regardless of the complexity of your question, you are one phone call away from an accurate answer. Question about healthcare insurance policies? Question about healthcare insurance law? Contact my friend Eric Wilson over at www.isellhealth.com. Eric is a contributor to many news stations including Fox News and CBS. Contact Eric today. You'll be glad you did. Protecting your health, protecting your wealth.